Hey, awesomes. How you doing? Happy Monday. Happy June 25th, week 8. Getting underway as we speak. So this will be our week 8 overview video. Talk a little bit about kind of what's on tap for this week. And then, of course, as usual, I'll come out with a couple of specific videos especially regarding Project 3A. This is where you and your group will work together to put together your research proposal this week, and those are due Sunday. And then at the same time, we're going to talk about secondary and primary research. Excuse me. We'll talk about what it means to do primary. I think most of us probably familiar with secondary. Probably got that in some sort of a one of our English 1020 classes or 1010 or English composition or composition research class, but we'll touch on those points. We primarily want to talk about primary research because of its importance to this particular assignment when we're going to make recommendations, etc. And we'll kind of piece those things together. Markel gives us some really good ideas and some tips, points for putting those things together. So we'll review some of those. Sorry, my allergies are acting up today. So let's go ahead and get started on week 8. Real quickly. So you guys have turned in your screencasts for Project 3B, Project 2B, and then Project 2A, your WikiHow instruction sets. So I will be going through those over the next several days and trying to get those grades posted and then get caught up on, I think there's 1 week, I might be 1 week behind on the discussion post or whatever. So from last week. So I'll try to get those done for you as well. That's what I'll be doing. Thank you for your patience there. Okay, so here's week 8. Talk about professional research methods. A reason why I call it professional research method is because of the addition of really primary being a little bit more of an not necessarily advanced, but something that a lot of times in composition research classes doesn't get taught. And so I look at that as a more professional way, in addition to augment your research, give it some validity, a little more credibility when you really reach out and you either do surveys, maybe do a questionnaire of some kind or interviews, even some direct observation of participants performing something or involved in something. That is where a lot of times your ethos and your research, your credibility really shoots up. So, all right. So obviously videos will be there, this one in a moment. Project 3A assignment sheet. I know I had that on here for last week, but since Project 3A is due this Sunday, it's just more for your convenience. It's right here in 2 places for you to click on. And then Markel, we got Chapter 5, researching your subject. And as I said, I'll come back with a little bit more, a few more specifics of nuggets from that chapter, if you will. And then Capretti, this is a really, really interesting kind of like synopsis. And he's kind of coming at from a biosciences perspective, and talking about, laboratory courses and things that you might do in that particular field, but also provides us kind of an interesting perspective of writing research papers just in general. It's really some good background information, and I will cover that as well. And so we'll kind of talk a little bit this weekend about, for our discussion post, I anticipate that we'll talk about something about with your groups and your research plan and some of the specific research, right? How you plan on attacking that and some things that you might be thinking about. And I'll narrow that as we go on throughout the week. And then due Sunday night, that's the big thing, is the Project 3A collaborative research proposal. All right. And it's collaborative. So in other words, just one person from each group would submit the collaborative research proposal to me. It'll be on Blackboard, and then I'll propagate the grades and everything like that for everybody, who all the members are of your group. And I'll look at those as they start coming in this weekend, because I'll turn those around wicked fast, because you guys, I want to give you some feedback, because the research proposal, or you might think of it even as a plan or whatever, that's one of those things that's going to set down the foundation. And also you got to think about, especially with this class here, since we are in week 8, we're down to like 3 or 4 weeks left in this class to get a robust, if you will, recommendation report put together. Okay. So that's what's going on this week. it's kind of a brief overview. The more specific things are going to be me coming back and really talking about Project 3A right here and what that research proposal looks like, talking about specifically when it comes to primary research and what that means in here for this particular assignment, right? Because it's not only part of your plan, it would end up as part of the results, right? You think about the basics of your Project 3A recommendations are going to be your introduction. You have a method section, right? And then you'll have like results, and then you might have a results discussion, analysis discussion section. You'll have a conclusion, and then you'll end with your recommendations. And of course, you'll have graphs and charts and all those kind of neat things in there as well. And so this that sets the foundation. All right, we gotta before we take off into the air too much, we want to make sure that we've got everything that we need when we're on the runway there. Okay. All right, guys. So I think that's about it for me for right now, at least for the overview. I want to say it's pretty simple, but this is kind of where we're heading this week. So really read over the Project 3A assignment sheet. Also look at, read Markel very closely, especially pay attention to the primary research. Okay. Primary research is a must. All right. For this, to do well on this assignment. Let me put it that way. And then I'll talk also, obviously be back when we talk more about Project 3A, and we're talking about primary research, and we'll discuss Markel and a little bit of Capretti from there. All right, guys, I hope you had a great weekend. I wish you a most wonderful week, and I will be back with you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.